That was a fast run on the slides back to the beginning. And now it's time to wrap up the show for May 24th. So some doom and gloom in markets, well, not in markets, in the media, because this horrific bombing in Manchester. The level of threat is critical in the United Kingdom. So far, market reaction has been quite muted. US dollar is recovering. There are some hopes for a hike, but this is a correction to the big falls related to the Trump scandals. The euro stood out at least so far with rises. It was also buoyed by Angela Merkel. Britain may walk away from Brexit talks, but well, it doesn't impact the pound that much. Watch out for oil prices. They're on the up ahead of the OPEC meeting, and because US shale production is slowing down, they're ramping up production, but it's slowing down. Trump, watch out for news coming out from major US outlets. We had a few relatively quiet days as Trump continues his worldwide tour, his first trip abroad, but the scandals continue, and the big event is next week, the Comey testimony. Watch out for Fed officials speaking out. Brainerd was quite neutral, but she speaks once again. In this wrap-up, let's also mention, well, this week's quite big event. We have Mario Draghi, president of the European Central Bank, speaking today. Rate decision in Canada, no change is expected. Maybe they'll go dovish. Oil inventory is the last one before OPEC. Markets could be quite sensitive to that. Remember, there is also an inverse correlation at times, not all the time, between the US dollar and oil prices and the Fed meeting minutes. My bias, I expect them to be a bit more dovish after their statement was relatively hawkish. We've seen through the slowdown. Maybe now they'll take it a bit more seriously, at least in the tone. And tomorrow we have the OPEC meetings. They're expected to announce an extension of production cuts for another 9 months until the end of March, an update on GDP, and I would focus on Brainerd among all the Fed speakers. On Friday, we have, I invite you to join the second release of US GDP. There, in the United States, contrary to other countries, revisions are quite significant. They can be even wild. And we also have durable goods orders, also of importance. Okay, so let's, in this wrap-up, take a quick look at the charts. So Eurodollar retreated from the highs, the range 112.63 to 112.70. Pound dollar hugging the 130 level, 130.50 to 129. Dollar yen fell from the highs. Got confused with the previous pair. It's rising from the lows. 110 to 113 or 112.20 is the current range. Dollar CAD awaiting the OPEC decision off the lows of 134.60. 135.40 is resistance. Aussie dollar currently 74.60 with all the Chinese downgrade noise. 75.20 is resistance. Support 74.60, and the Kiwi dollar hugging the 70 level. I would say almost as usual, 70.90 to 69.60 is the current range. Okay, so one last thing in this wrap up. These are the odds for a June rate hike. At the moment, they're still high. The meeting is on June 14th. That's exactly 3 weeks from now. So it's 83% chance for rate hike according to bond markets, according to this tool by the CME group, the FedWatch tool. I would watch it closely in the next few days. Well, we'll see the reaction, of course, in the dollar as well.